Chest is all warmed up. Triceps, shoulders, everything's good. Instead of starting with the pressing movement today, I figured we would start with some incline flies with the cable. Uh, do a few sets here to see how it feels. Possibly move to pec deck after this, and then hit a pressing movement for the end. I am just an FYI. The past 3 nights in a row, my sleep is trash. Like I'm talking 3.5, 4 hours each night. So I'm a little bit out of tune right now. So I don't know what's going on, but tough time sleeping. I think I'm gonna buy some Benadryl on my way home. Uh, but yeah, let's just get at it. Set here, see how it feels. Determine whether or not we want to move forward with it or not. Try not to fall over. Okay. Oh, that felt good enough to do another one. That felt good. We're definitely going to do another set. Whether or not there'll be a third, I don't know. But very well maybe. Shit, there might be 4 sets here. That's how good it feels. Let's get started. Shit. Oh. I think I'm going to take it down a plate and do another set. Come down 2. Come on. That felt good. I'm going to point out a mistake that I made, but I'm also going to point out something good that I did. So I have a habit on some of these to bring my head up off the pad like this when I'm doing a set. That's bad because you can pull something in your neck. I've done it before. So I got to concentrate on it's just like a habit. Like sometimes my head just comes up. And then the good thing that I did was really concentrating on keeping the shoulders down, right? So if my shoulders are up here and I'm doing this, I'm hitting so much front delt, defeats the purpose. Shoulders down, elbow blades kind of back, right? Like almost like I want my elbow blades, or not my shoulder blades to touch each other, like so kind of like this. And I'm just coming in, and it's all chest when you do it that way. So shoulders down, shoulders back, hit that good. Neck up on any kind of pressing or fly movement, it's freaking bad. Trust me. I just did a couple warm up sets here with 2 plates. Chest feels crazy good for literally having such shitty sleep the last few days. I'm surprised this workout is giving me the pump that it's giving me. I mean, hydration is there, diet is there for the most part. Um, it's just sleep. I don't know what we were essentially camping like in a like a camper at a campground the other night. So not being able to sleep Saturday night, that was understandable because it was just kind of like the bed in the camper was not like super uh, comfortable. So that's understandable. Sunday night, I don't know what happened. Literally like 3.5 hours sleep, if that. So it's kind of like a zombie a little bit yesterday doing that leg workout. And then last night, oh man, just went right to bed, woke up an hour later, you know, went to bed for an hour, woke up, went to bed for an hour, woke up. It was pretty bad. So, and then like around 4:30 in the morning, I woke up. I've been up ever since. I did manage to take a nap after work. So, around like 4:30, 5 o'clock, I did manage to take about a 2 hour nap. So that's good. But, you know, I got to fix the sleep. So I don't know what's going on. We're going to push around 3.25, yeah, 3.25. To see how this feels. Hopefully it's not too heavy. Should be good. I think another set is ideal. However, I lightened the load just a little bit. I took a quarter off each side, but that first set was pretty good. Honestly, I didn't expect. What was it like? 10, I don't even remember how many reps it was, but I thought I was gonna run out of gas like rep number 7, but I actually was able to get it pretty go beyond 7, which was nice. I think it might have been 10 or 11. I don't remember, but not bad. Let's just throw 3 around. Uh, but I'm going to grip it here as opposed to here this time. So let's get started. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna get after one more set here. Drop it down to 2 plates. Just go ham. Get as many as we can. Somebody was using this, so I loaded up the other incline press. I was going to do a finisher there, but then they got off of this, so that machine's still loaded. I'd rather do this. So I'm going to go out with a bang right here, and we'll call the race after this. So 205. It's not a crazy amount of, well, actually, it's probably going to be heavy for after what I just did. So let's just see what happens. God, shit. Shot one more time. Ah, no. I mean, since it's already loaded up, I was going to come over here and strip this down and call the chest workout because it feels great. I don't really need to go that any further, but what are we, 3, 4, 6, 7? We're 7 sets in. I can make it an 8 set chest day. I have no problem with that. I mean, I don't know, it's like a kid in the candy store. Like I can't just come over here and take the weights off. I gotta do a set, right? Like it's just tempting. It's just calling my name. Like, get over here and throw me around for a little bit. So we'll do a set here. Then we gotta do calves. If the machine's available. This place is pretty busy today. Something's not right. Ah, it's better. Yeah. Yeah. All right, now chest is done. In a perfect world, I will do 2 sets here. I got one of these thick plates here to act as a, you know, ledge, whatever platform. Perfect world. 2 sets here, 2 sets seated. Now, whether or not that thing becomes available or not, it's a different story. The place is pretty crowded. I don't usually come at this time of night, but whatever. We're getting it done. If we if we have to do all the sets here, we do all the sets here. Ah. Yeah. 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 Shit. All right, spice it up a little bit. So we'll do another set just like that. Go to failure. And I'm going to go into body weight, kneeling, calf raises, thingies. Them things are badass. If you haven't tried those yet, I would, I would get on board. All right. Ah, fuck. Yeah. Ooh. Oh boy. Try to get some good angles for you guys. Hopefully you can see this. Let's just dive into it again. Oh. Oh shit. Oh, okay. All right. One more set here. We're gonna go fucking eat. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Some bitch. Not a bad workout. Okay, so I mean, as you can see, that was a pretty easy workout. There was nothing complicated about that. Starting out with cables, the cable flies, incline flies, those felt great. And I think, you know, I think a lot of times lifters are pre-wired to do their heavy pressing movements first. Uh, and I'm not gonna lie, like 75% of the time I do that. But it is nice once in a while to switch it up and start with a cable movement or pec deck fly or something like that, or even dumbbell flies, right? And then move into your pressing movements. Sometimes, I mean, I think I did a chest workout just recently where I didn't do any pressing movements. It was all cable movements, if I remember correctly. Sometime in the last month, no problem. Sometimes I'll do two or three different exercises of only pressing movements. I won't do any flies. A lot of it has to do with what's available in the gym. That place was a freaking rodeo in there today. There was a lot of people because it's, given the time, it's fucking 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. So, you gotta make do with what is available too. So, but overall, great chest workout, considering the lack of sleep that I've had. And I don't know. Normally, I sleep like an absolute baby. I don't ever have a problem sleeping. It's very rare for me to have a problem sleeping at night, with the exception of like your one-offs every couple of months. But sleep is you know it's a very important component of uh, lifting and bodybuilding or just overall health, whether you're a lifter or not. Sleep is like right up there, just as important as what you eat every day, right? There's so many different. Joe Rogan had he's had a couple sleep doctors on his podcast. If you watch them, uh, if you watch one of those podcasts, even if you just watch like 30 or 40 minutes of it, it will scare you into figuring out how the hell to fall asleep for 8 hours every night, right? Because there's a lot of health benefits to getting 8 hours of sleep every night, and there's a lot of unhealthy risks associated with not getting 8 hours of sleep every night. But check it out for yourself. All I know is it's very important. And I know, like today, like I was walking around, I was working, I was out in the field a lot today. I was a zombie. I had fog brain. I was just like, yeah. I'm throwing back coffee, thinking extra coffee is going to make it better. And really, all it's doing is just dehydrating me, right? So, you know, I got to figure that out. I think I have to stop at Trader Joe's to pick something up on the ride home. So I think I'm going to grab a thing of Benadryl, just maybe pop one of them tonight, just to make sure, just to get back on track. I don't want to rely on any kind of sleeping pills every night, but clearly I'm in like a 3-day funk. I don't want it to be a fourth day because I have an early appointment tomorrow morning. It's like a 2-hour drive from here. So I want to make sure I get at least a good 7 or 8 hours of sleep. But that being said, this was a great workout. Switch it up. Don't be afraid to switch up, your workouts. Like, I see, and I fall into this category sometimes too, where I just go into the gym and I start with a pressing movement, then I move into a second pressing movement, then I save the cable movements for last. Don't be afraid to switch it up. Hit the cables first, save the pressing for last. Maybe start with uh, like yesterday I started with quads and then ended with hamstrings, which usually it's the other way around 99% of the time. But it felt good. Like it was just switching it up a little bit. Don't be afraid to try new exercises. There's a lot of times where, and I may not record it because there's certain exercises I see like just different people putting on TikTok or like Instagram and stuff. And I'll be like, oh wow, let me give that a try. And then I'll give it like a tester try, like a feeler, and I'll do like a light set. And sometimes I'm like, eh. But if it feels good, then I'll work it in, right? So, but don't be afraid to try new things. Just make sure you do them. Make sure you do them right, or try to do it with the best form that you can. I'd be careful, especially if you're someone that's never been in a gym before and you're like, oh, fucking New Year's, man, I'm going to the gym. Uh, Great. I love it. Don't go just the first month. Go the whole year. All right. And then tell me about it. I want to hear about it. But, you know, a lot of new people, they'll go in and they'll still watch other people, what they're doing, some of which are doing correct movements, a lot of which are not doing good form. They're like the form is horrible. And you don't want to do that because you're going to get hurt. Like you're just going to mess a lot of these exercises. You can mess yourself up if your form is all screwed up. Or, if you're not going to get hurt, you're not going to target the muscle and you're kind of wasting your time in a sense. But I would go online and like follow different, you know, like look up Jay Cutler or Rich P or who's a good one? I don't remember his name, Nick. Uh, if you go on Instagram and probably TikTok, it's called bodybuilding bullshit, or I think it's bodybuilding BS is what it's called. The dude's a little rough around the edges. He's a form Nazi, but he knows his shit. All right. So I've gotten, just watching his videos, a lot of really good tips on form. So don't be afraid to check that guy out. Again, a lot of people call him like a negative Nancy, and again, he is a little bit rough, but he definitely knows what he's doing. And the form that he shows on how to, like, correct posture and stuff, it's phenomenal, like absolutely phenomenal. So check it out. But just make sure that your form is good, because it's important. I see people throwing the whole stack around on lat pull down, and they're throwing their whole body into it like this. It's like, dude, what the fuck? What are you? You're not even targeting any. I don't think anything, right? So you want to make sure that each set counts. Like, make sure you're doing something, right? Yeah, if your form's, I mean, look, my form's not perfect, right? There's definitely some exercises where, if the homie on bodybuilding, he'd be like, dude, what are you doing? Like, for sure. There are things I need to work, like bringing my head up like this when I'm doing pressing movements or flies, right? Like, there's different things but if you can try to get the form down like 80-90% of the way, you're just going to help yourself out in the long run, right? So I'm big on form, and I'm big on being careful. Like, just you don't want to get yourself hurt. And I'm telling you, man, I can't tell you how many times I see people, jumping on a bench, throwing 3 plates on each side, and then they get that first rep and they're stuck. They have no spotter. They don't know what to do. They don't think to turn it. No safeties. I mean, one guy passed out in that one video. He's like literally passed out. I don't know if he lived or died. Or with the dumbbells, you just one wrong little imbalance, man. I'm telling you, you are gonna have. I watched a video just the other day where someone was handing him he was doing incline presses, and he only had like maybe 40 pounds on the dumbbells, maybe. And when he grabbed it, his friend handed it to him, and it went like this, and you could literally hear the shoulder like going like this, and he jumped up and he was like, "Ah!" You just want to make sure you're careful. Anyway, I'm freaking blabbing now. I need to go home and eat. If you haven't been to the gym yet, it's getting late, but there's still time. Get your ass to the gym. And if you can't go tonight, just go tomorrow. Don't think about it. Just go. Just get up and go. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for Back Attack. Have a great night, everybody.